feels really humbling to be named a Fellow of the Institute. It's great to have the recognition of other landscape architects, especially because my career took some unusual directions that some people might not regard as sort of classic landscape architecture. The Institute for me represents a really remarkable story that has seen landscape architecture develop in New Zealand from obscurity into a highly respected and growing profession with highly sought after skills, and the Institute was instrumental in achieving that and bringing together a group of people who really want to look after our unique landscapes really well. I wanted to be a landscape architect because I was concerned about the state of the environment and I wanted to be able to do something about it. And that was both the natural environment and our urban landscapes. And since I trained as a landscape architecture, my focus has changed a little bit. I still definitely want to be doing that, but in my training I discovered history and the importance of what has gone before in understanding where we are now. I've worn multiple hats during my career. So I worked for local government in both the Wellington Regional and the City Council. I worked with Bofa Consultants for a long time, worked with the QE2 National Trust, and I've been self-employed. And at the beginning of my career I really wanted to work in the design field, but I soon discovered that I was actually better suited towards landscape planning. And so I worked in landscape assessment and management plans for parks and reserves, that sort of work. And along the way my writing skills led me into doing communications work, doing editing of other people's reports and publications, and it also led into historic research. And then at some point I discovered oral history and I trained in how to record interviews for that. And that led to yet another thread in my career, and I've interviewed a lot of people in a lot of fields of work, including landscape architects. But the common thread with them all has been that in essence they've all been people who've been working in or with the landscape in some way. So I've had a very varied and interesting career which doesn't quite fit the kind of the classic formula. Looking back, what I'm most proud of are the interviews that I recorded with the founders of the landscape architecture profession. It was a real privilege to meet these people that I'd heard about for years and to hear how they got started, what motivated them and the challenges that they faced, which were quite considerable at the time. I'm really proud and grateful that we did get the chance to record those interviews too, because a number of those people are no longer with us, and to have their recollections and insights on the record for posterity is something I'm really pleased I was able to do.